Hi, I'm Rebecca Stead, and I'm the author of When You Reach Me. I'm a New Yorker, and I'm here in London for a week, in part because the book has been shortlisted for the Waterstones Prize, which I'm excited about. And I wanted to read the first chapter of the book, which is just a page long, as a sort of introduction to the work and the story. The first chapter is called Things You Keep in a Box. So Mom got the postcard today. It says congratulations in big curly letters, and at the very top is the address of Studio TV 15 on West 58th Street. After 3 years of trying, she has actually made it. She's going to be a contestant on the $20,000 Pyramid, which is hosted by Dick Clark. On the postcard, there's a list of things to bring. She needs some extra clothes in case she wins and makes it to another show, where they pretend it's the next day, even though they really tape 5 in one afternoon. Barrettes are optional, but she should definitely bring some with her. Unlike me, Mom has glossy red hair that bounces around and might obstruct America's view of her small, freckled face. And then there's the date she's supposed to show up, scrawled in blue pen on a line at the bottom of the card, April 27th, 1979, just like you said. I checked the box under my bed, which is where I've kept your notes these past few months. There it is in your tiny handwriting, April 27th, Studio TV 15. The words all jerky looking, like you wrote them on the subway. Your last proof. I still think about the letter you asked me to write. It nags at me even though you're gone and there's no one to give it to anymore. Sometimes I work on it in my head, trying to map out the story you asked me to tell about everything that happened this past fall and winter. It's all still there, like a movie I can watch when I want to, which is never. The story is told in the voice of Miranda, who is a 12-year-old girl who's living in New York City in a not fabulous neighborhood of Manhattan. And she lives with her mom, who's a single mom. And she has started, as you can tell from the first chapter, to try to solve a very big puzzle, which is about a series of notes that she's received. And these notes are from an anonymous writer, and they suggest that she must do something to prevent a future tragedy. And although she's initially very skeptical about these notes, she comes to think by the end of the story that she really has to do something in order to prevent something very bad from happening to someone she cares about. And at the same time that she's working through this puzzle in her mind, she's also going through, I guess what I would call the ordinary puzzles of childhood. And those have to do with her friendship with a boy in her building who has just sort of closed the door on their relationship for reasons that she doesn't understand. She's struggling with new friendships at school and with realizing that not everyone in her world has the same amount of money. She's struggling with family issues with her relationship with her mother. So it's a story that has a lot of ideas interwoven from sort of everyday struggles and puzzles of childhood to the sort of more extraordinary, bigger questions about what is possible. And it's a children's book, but it's one that I hope everyone will enjoy.